Right team, now that we've connected our getresponse autoresponder series to all our Empower Network capture pages, the next thing we need to do is actually add some emails in to follow up our leads. So the way we do this is firstly we go to messages and we go to manage autoresponders in our getresponse account, and that will bring up the campaigns that we've created. So we can see here a drop down of mine, and all you do is tick the one box. It can show several campaigns at once, but you tick the one you've selected, you've created, and you just click away from there and it'll open that up. Now the day 0 is the day that is the immediate follow-up. So basically, as soon as someone pops in their email address into one of the Empower Network lead capture pages, they will immediately be followed up by this email. So to create that first email, what we do is click the button over the left-hand mouse button over day 0. And if we scroll down now, we can see it's in this campaign here. We send out immediately. Now there's various options here. So if you select day 1, you can say with a delay of or no earlier than. And there we can go to create the autoresponder name. It's for our it says here it's for our reference only, so we call it welcome mail, and then we hit the button here to create a new mail. Now we'll call the message welcome mail, and the subject can be welcome to the Freedom Fighter Club proof of success newsletter. Oops. Okay, so that would be a nice subject heading for you, and then you'd select the email address that you created earlier. In my case it would be Freedom Fighter Club Home Income Groups. And this button here, guys, you want to tick this on, is for Google Analytics, and what that will do is enable the statistics in your GetResponse back office, so you can see exactly how many times people have clicked on your emails, opened them up, and and when you split test, you can send emails out at various different times and see for yourself where you're getting the best response for yourself. And I will show you as well what statistically are the best times to send out your emails when you set up your autoresponder series. So next step is, once we've named and given our subject line for our first email, we click next step. And here there's loads of pre-designed templates that you can use, and you can select various different ones. It's really up to you how you want to structure your thing, but I'll do one of my templates. And there's loads of tutorials on GetResponse on how to create your own templates and work the system around. It's very easy to do. You can just start with a default template here. This is a very simple template. All I've done here is created a text box, and with the GetResponse back off, it's very easy to use. So for example, if you started with a blank template here, this is a blank template that's created. You would just grab a text box, left hand click it from the right hand side, and just drag it where you want it, and simply let go there, and that adds a text box in there, and you can modify that any way you want. So if this was your blank email template, on the last section there you can select a option to start with a blank template, and then you can say hello friend, it's Gavin here, for example, and then follow up with your email. So here, that's a text box I've added in here, and if you want to add an image in, there's an image block as well, so you can add an image in there. And there's loads of tutorials on how to exactly to do that. I'm just going to close that there, but I've added an image box in there, and you can click a button to choose image, and from here you can go to my images, and you can upload an image from your computer or your URL. So I'll just close that there and add that in and customize your GetResponse emails in any way you like. So guys, that's how to add in some text and add in some images, and you can see here I've added in a few links So from here you can see if you click on the text box, this interface comes up, which is very similar to your WordPress back office. And if you highlight some text there, you've got the button here to link, which you can add in the URL, etc. But I'll let you guys get around there. There's loads of tutorials on GetResponse website as well for you to look up on exactly how to customize your emails in any way you like. But mine are very plain and simple, and I think that converts very well. I just have a simple email which I'll provide to you to follow up with, and then I just also really, once you get my emails, all you'll need to do is modify this section here where I've added my signature and my links in. You can just change that. You could just write something like "to your future success," whatever your name is, and then Freedom Fighter Club team or something like that. If you don't have any of the following down here, you can just add that in, and that should be more than sufficient based on the emails that will be sent out. Okay, so next thing you do is, once you've created your email, you hit the button on the right hand side. Now before we do that, I'll just say that if you set up a template like this, so if you said "hello friend, it's Gavin here," whatever your name is, and then have your signature in place, you can actually hit the button here to save as, and you save as template. And then once that's done, if you remember in the last section there was a option to select templates, which I clicked on, then once you click there, your template will actually appear on that list just as I showed you and I selected mine. Then you can work from that template every time if you wanted to actually create your own emails and your own email autoresponder series. And what I encourage you to do is join up to the top leaders in Empower Network. Join up to their list. See what they're sending out to their prospects and to their leads, because they're obviously doing very well, and copy and paste their emails into your own and just modify them, because that's exactly what I've done. I've taken all my emails I'll give to you, have literally been copied and pasted from the top leaders in Empower Network, and I've used them myself and just customized the signatures and added extra bits in to market myself, the internet marketing preacher, my values and what I believe in life. So next step now is to hit the button on the right hand side for next step, and we come back to this page here, and all we do here is save. Click the button to save here, and as you can see, our welcome email has appeared now as our first email, and it's by default off. So if you hover over it, what you need to do is select the button to click on. Now what I would do to confirm this is working correctly is I would go into my Empower Network back office, and I would actually opt into one of these lead capture pages, and what you should see is an email received by the email address you put in for your notifications that you've had a new subscriber, and you should see the email address there to say that you've an email from GetResponse saying that someone new is subscribed up to your email list, and you know that person is now being followed up by your autoresponder series. So guys, that's how you add emails to your autoresponder series. And if I click on day 1 now, and you can see here it's got one thing that changes from the original one, that you've got the same time at signed up. You can actually say exactly at now and select the option for exactly what time. Now the time you need to be selecting for the emails to go out, guys, and I've given you information. I'll show you some information that proves that this converts higher than any other time, is 8 PM in the evening. Okay guys, because that's the time most people have come back from work, they've put their kids to sleep, they've had their dinner, and they're just sitting down now waiting to opt in, waiting to just see what's happening in the world. They're probably on their smartphones or on their computer, and they're going to check their emails, and that's where they're going to see your email, the email that you've sent out in your autoresponder series, and they're going to respond to that, and it's going to be late in the evening, and that's the best time for people to buy. People buy more in the evening than any other time in the day, and I'll prove that to you with a few links underneath this video. And another thing you need to do, guys, is select the option for time travel on, because regardless, what happens here is regardless of where the person opts in, they live in the world, they will always be sent the email at 8 PM, the time that converts better than any other time in the world for purchases of anything. They will get that email at that specific time on a daily basis. Okay guys, and then you want to select the options here that the email can be possibly sent out on any single day, and then back to stage 1 like we did for our email on day 0, you just hit the button here to create new email, and then you add in your text, and then follow as we did previously, and hit save again. But obviously we haven't created an email, we haven't added a name. Maybe if I just add a name in here and save, it might just add that to my list. But no, because we haven't added an email in, we haven't done the previous steps. But what we do is follow through the previous steps, and then we'd go back to my autoresponder here, and you would see that email pop in, and you would highlight the email and tick the option to activate it. And once done, then you test your email as I've just shown you and just make sure it's working properly. And if there is a problem here, you can contact GetResponse support, and they will surely be able to help you out and get that working for you. Okay guys, hope that's helped, and that's me, Mr. G, the Internet Marketing Preacher, and we will speak again shortly in the next video.